I have returned with a video showcasing various animals. Ultimately, I realized that it is best to keep working and moving forward rather than just thinking about it. So I decided to stop just thinking and consistently create and post content. I will accumulate know-how as I create. And while there may be many shortcomings at first, I plan to improve and move forward. If there are limitations to producing content solely on an animal channel, as I mentioned before, I will create additional channels for food, travel, and daily life. For this video, I came to the seaside to film seagulls and the scenery. I visited a spot overlooking the ocean between Japan and Korea, which I think you will enjoy. The seawater is very clear and clean. The colors are also very beautiful. I think places like this are great for a relaxing break. Where do you go when you are exhausted and stressed? If you were to leave, would you go alone or with someone? I think it is good to take a break occasionally when you are really busy. It is also nice to interact with animals and share food if they are nearby. Since coming here, I have encountered hundreds of seagulls. Seagulls have excellent eyesight, so when they spot food, they find it and approach quickly. When there is food, they make a lot of noise and put in a great deal of effort to be the first to claim it. Have you ever interacted with seagulls and fed them? Sometimes very large seagulls appear, which can be quite surprising. They aren't afraid of people, so they often come very close. If you haven't yet, please press the like and subscribe buttons. Your interest is a great help in making my channel more vibrant. I remember once playing a prank on seagulls from a boat, feeding them and hiding the food in my fist to briefly withhold it. A flying seagull bit my finger. Since seagulls fly very fast, it snatched my finger and flew away in no time, even if I tossed the food far away. They chase after it, snatch it up, and eat it. What thoughts come to mind when you are surrounded by beautiful scenery and birds? When you go on a vacation, feeling the salty smell of the sea and the clear sky, doesn't the surrounding landscape feel different? I remember building sand castles and structures using the sand at the beach when I was young. Since this was filmed in winter, there weren't many people in the sea, but I imagine there would be many people surfing and playing in the water during the warmer seasons. Do you also enjoy playing in the ocean? If you go to the coast in Tokyo, you will find artificial beaches where many people enjoy swimming. However, since most of Tokyo's coastlines consist of artificial structures like concrete, it seems that people flock to the very limited number of beaches that exist. Places like Odaiba attract a lot of people, but because they were developed a long time ago, they are mostly made up of rigid structures. In fact, since Tokyo is such a massive city, commercial facilities like offices and shopping malls, or residential facilities like apartments, seem to make up a large proportion of the area. Thank you always for watching my YouTube videos. If you haven't already, please press the like and subscribe buttons. What kind of environment do you live in? Are there many people or artificial structures? Or is it mainly natural environments like the one in this video? It seems that you can see many animals in places where the natural environment is well preserved like this. Perhaps you don't see many animals in places with many artificial structures because they are not suitable for them to live in. However, pets raised by people can thrive even in places with many artificial structures. This is because people create an environment where pets can live well. Do you keep a pet? If you were to raise a pet, would you be providing an environment where it could thrive? When I visited a certain country in the past, I saw many homeless people. While I often saw people living alone, I noticed that many of them, despite being homeless, kept pets such as dogs. When I asked the longtime residents why so many homeless people kept pets, they explained it by telling me about the local system. They explained that there is a system there that provides financial support to the homeless at regular intervals. And because pets are considered family to the people there, they receive more support if the homeless keep a pet. Ultimately, the homeless people there found a way to receive more support by acquiring dogs and making them homeless themselves. The dogs might not have been homeless before, but it seems that depending on the owner they meet, they can end up homeless. Although that place is famous as a developed and wealthy nation, the experiences I had there changed my perspective. If there are any of you who haven't liked or subscribed yet, please do so. Your interest and love give me the strength to keep my YouTube channel running for a long time. What are your thoughts on pets? Also, what kind of policies regarding animals are in place where you live? When I feed the birds like in this video, I sometimes think of that place. I think it is because I fed the birds when I visited that place as well. Do you feed animals when you travel to other regions? If so, which animals usually receive what kind of food? As those of you who have watched my YouTube channel know, animals are easily forgotten, so whenever I have the opportunity, I prepare food for my pets along with the meals I prepare for myself. Doing this not only saves time but also allows me to pay more attention to the animals and maintain their health and nutritional status very effectively. It seems that both humans and animals are often pushed to the back burner due to indifference and laziness. Therefore, I believe we need to find more effective and efficient ways to manage them so that they receive consistent care. Do you think that people and animals always live receiving consistent attention? I suspect that indifference is perhaps far more threatening than we think. It is very sad to be continuously neglected without any care. In that sense, I ask for your many comments and love on my video. Also, if you haven't subscribed or liked my videos yet, please do so. Your interest and love are a great help in improving and developing my YouTube content. Ask for your continued interest and support. Furthermore, is there any content you would like to see on my YouTube channel? If so, please let me know in the comments. The direction of my YouTube channel can be guided by your feedback. I look forward to your continued interest and support.